The best part about fashion is you can wear whatever you want, whenever you want. But you have to admit there are some styles out there that many fashionistas wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Until now. It seems like overnight, these trends went from being banished from the fashion world to being on the top of everyone's must-have list. Make sure to watch our video until the end to count how many things you have in your closet. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe, and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today, we'll be showing you 10 fashion items that went from cringe to cool. Satin dresses. Back in the 90s, everyone couldn't get enough of satin dresses. Gwyneth Paltrow and Courtney Love were two celebs who were obsessed with this style of clothing. And every time they hit the red carpet, they were sure to be wearing one of these pieces. But over time, the satin dresses faded onto obscurity. Suddenly, it wasn't so hot to be wearing an outfit that resembled a nightie out in broad daylight. But as you know, fashion trends always come and go, and we knew satin dresses wouldn't stay away for long. We never thought we'd be so happy to see them return to the fashion world, but we are certainly glad they've decided to make a reappearance. This 90s trend is back, and better than ever, and we've seen so many celebs embrace the look. Kim Kardashian is always at the forefront of style trends, and she is one of the first to rock one of these thin, slinky gowns. The amazing thing about the satin dress is it can be worn alone or layered together with a faux fur vest or a structured blazer. With so many style possibilities available, we're sure the satin dress will be sticking around for many more years to come. Cropped denim. Years ago, if you were to step outside in a pair of cropped jeans, your friends would probably ask you if you were expecting a flood. In the 90s, the major trend was to wear pants that were so baggy, you were practically sweeping the ground everywhere you went. If someone would have told us that high water, cropped jeans would one day be the cool thing to wear, we wouldn't have believed them. But guess what? This style of pants is totally on trend, and fashionistas have been styling them in so many amazing ways. Suddenly, the cropped look is all things chic and fashionable. Not only are you able to show off your cute ankles, but you can pair them with some gorgeous footwear too. Many style lovers love to rock their jeans along with a chunky platform heel or a pair of leather booties. If you're excited to get in on the crop trend, you don't have to run out to the store and spend a bunch of money on an expensive pair of jeans. You can easily DIY this look on your own. Just take a pair of old jeans, some scissors, and start snipping away at the hems of your wide leg or bootcut jeans to turn them into a pair of fashionable cropped pants. We are very excited to show you our new platform, The Premium. Get early access to thousands of videos from your favorite channels, including The Taco, The Things, The Trendy, and The Richest. It's all in one place and ad-free browsing. Sign up for The Premium for free and get ready to binge watch just one more video. Birkenstocks. It wasn't too long ago that many style lovers were turning their noses up at Birkenstock sandals. This style of footwear has always been the first choice for comfort lovers. Head out to any farmer's market or grocery store and you're bound to see more than a few of these casual sandals. But these days, they're everywhere. Birkenstocks didn't go from cringe to cool overnight though. It was a long uphill battle for them to wiggle their way into our hearts. But now that they're here, we hope they never go away. If you're still not convinced that this footwear will remain on the cool list, you have to check out their updated look. Birkenstocks now come in an array of bright and funky shades, like these metallic ones that are super chic. They would look perfect with a summer dress or a pair of black jeans, don't you think? Although the footwear is supposed to be casual, you could easily dress them up for a night out on the town. All you have to do is pair your sandals with a leather jacket and some fancy jewelry, and you're all set. Since Birkenstocks will definitely be hanging around our wardrobes for a while, we all might as well join in on this casual yet chic style trend. Bomber jackets. As of right now, you're probably scratching your head and trying to figure out when bomber jackets were considered cringy. Well, they've never really gone out of style, but they have definitely increased in popularity over the years. Back in the day, when people thought about bomber jackets, they usually thought about Tom Cruise in the classic movie Top Gun. Sure, he looked pretty stylish in his brown leather jacket, but the bulky bombers from the 80s are now a thing of the past. The cooler version of this jacket has been given a major makeover, and now it's all about satin and silk versions, as well as embellished styles covered in cool patchwork designs. There are also velvet and nylon styles that have made their way into fashion lovers' wardrobes to add a touch of elegance to their outfits. The silhouette of the jacket gives it an industrial and street-style feel, but the short cut allows it to be dressed up or dressed down depending on your mood and style. We've seen bombers paired with everything from denim shorts to an evening gown. You just can't go wrong with whichever way you choose to style it. Robes. At first, we didn't know whether to love or despise the robe style trend. We couldn't help but think the long coats looked a little bit too much like the bathrobes we wear after we step out of the shower. But like most fashion trends, it didn't take much to convince us that robes are not only cool, but they're one of the greatest fashion pieces ever. These luxe items come in a variety of fabrics, from cotton to silk, and you don't have to wear them all tied up like the typical bathrobe either. You could experiment with your robe and rock it in any way your heart desires. We've seen some style lovers tie their robes around their waist, while others have worn it wide open to show off the stylish outfits they're wearing underneath. You could also convert it into a wrap dress and pair it with some funky heels. This fashion trend quickly made its way from the runway to the streets, and now everyone is completely in love with them. But can you really blame them? Putting on one of these items can instantly transform your entire outfit from bland to glam. Overalls. You're probably used to seeing little babies and small kids dressed up in cute overalls. But guess what? This style trend is even suitable for adults too. We're not saying that overalls are some brand new addition to the fashion community. The adult-sized versions of these items have been around for years, but it wasn't until recently that they slid into fashion's cool club and were labeled a must-have item. Wearing a pair of overalls is one of the quickest ways to get dressed. If you're in a rush, all you have to do is throw on a cute shirt, slide into your overalls, and you're all ready to go. Just like many of the other items on our list, overalls have also received a major revamp. Long gone are the days when this fashion item was bulky, oversized, and baggy. Instead, the new modern overalls are cute and fitted so you can still feel feminine and show off your curves. Many celebrities are also obsessed with this style trend, such as Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift. They've perfected the look by pairing their overalls with their very favorite trendy shirts. Whether you prefer to wear the short version or the long version of overalls, you really can't go wrong once you reintroduce this fashion staple into your wardrobe. Slides. Previously, you probably only saw someone wearing a pair of slides at a pool or at a beach party. Any other time, these sandals never really saw the light of day. Honestly, we never thought that these slip-on shoes would ever be considered a part of a luxury fashion, but it's finally happened. It seems like every brand now has a pair of slides available in their stores, from Rihanna's Fenty collection with Puma to Givenchy. But slides have been revamped so that they look amazing with almost any outfit. These days, they're all decked out in faux fur and blinging embellishments. Fashion lovers who would never dream of wearing a pair of these sandals out to dinner are now looking for ways they can wear their slides 24/7. Whether you are going for the sportier look or you're a fan of the trendier ones, you can now officially wear your slides out in public without getting the side-eyed stares from strangers. If Khloe Kardashian and Gigi Hadid were wearing their slides to run errands and on dinner dates, then it's pretty obvious that slides have permanently ditched their cringe status and are now cooler than ever. Crop tops. In the 90s, the crop top was the go-to style for fashion lovers. Thanks to movies like Clueless, this trend was everywhere. You couldn't walk into a department store without being greeted by cropped shirts in a variety of textures and colors. But then, the early 2000s came around, and our crop tops got tossed in the trash, donated to secondhand stores, or stashed away in the back of our closets. But magically, crop tops popped back up with a vengeance, and now they refuse to go away without a fight. It's hard to pinpoint exactly when this style became cool again, but all we know is that they're all over the place, from college campuses to fashion runways. Just head out to the movie theater on a Friday night, and we're sure you'll see a handful of gorgeous beauties wearing their favorite midriff bearing shirts. And thankfully, crop tops are much more versatile than you think. You don't only have to wear them with pants, you can also combine them with skirts, shorts, and another cringe to cool fashion item, the overalls. This shrunken piece of fashion is suitable to wear every single day, as long as you're not breaking any dress code rules at your school or place of employment. It's a fun way to show off your style, embrace the latest trends, and to modestly show a little bit of skin. Do you love crop tops as much as we do? Fishnets. Fishnets have been misunderstood, banished, and tossed into a heap of unwanted fashion pieces for as long as we can remember. There was just something about them that was intriguing, but many fashionistas stayed far away from them at all costs. They were definitely marketed towards more mature style lovers, and just the sight of them caused some people to feel a bit intimidated. The younger generation of clothing experts completely wrote fishnets off without giving them a proper chance to win us over. But fishnets refuse to be blackballed from the style industry. In fact, they've proven that there's so much more to love about them. Now that so many style-obsessed people are figuring out that fishnets just might be the greatest accessory ever, they're popping up all over the place. Their old reputation has been forgotten, and now they have been received the seal of approval from luxury fashion designers. Fishnets are not only made in the form of stockings and socks, but now entire outfits are made out of the open mesh fabric. When luxury designer Valentino debuted his fishnet dresses on the fashion runway, we knew this style accessory had just made its much-deserved triumphant return. By the look of things, they might even stick around for the next few decades. Chokers. We've discussed so many 90s style trends so far, but we knew we couldn't make this list without including the one accessory everyone is head over heels in love with. We're talking about chokers, of course, and gaining a place in our hearts wasn't easy for this trendy jewelry item. When the 90s ended, many people thought it was the last time they'd ever see of the fitted necklaces. So they sadly packed away all of their chain, velvet, and tattoo chokers and tearfully said goodbye to the end of a style era. But chokers had other things in mind, and they weren't just way too cute to stay in the distant past. Suddenly, they were front and center in every single fashion magazine. Then they were spotted wrapped around the necks of everyone from Selena Gomez to Kendall Jenner. When everyone realized chokers were officially back, it was like a tidal wave of emotion swept over the fashion community. The jewelry brings back a bit of nostalgia for those who were around when chokers first made their introduction into the world. And now it's clear they're here to stay. Chokers haven't just made a modest reappearance into the fashion world, they have completely dominated the accessories industry. Wearing just one choker is okay, but the newest trend is to pack on as many of them as possible. Some girls actually layer on choker after choker to give this trend way more love than it ever received back in the 90s. Chokers deserve to be cherished, embraced, and worn by anyone who's a fan of their style. We only hope that they can hold on tight to their popularity because we'd hate to see them slip away from the fashion world once again. Which of these items that went from cringe to cool are you a fan of? And while you're at it, check out our friends at The Trendy to see more cool videos for teenagers. Thanks for watching.